Hello, my friend, Stephanie Barnard at Scrapbook.com for Sizzix, and we are talking about pop-up cards. Now, pop-up cards are so much fun, but the best part about this is it's also a drop-in card, so you get to mix and match. There's different options. Now, what am I talking about? Well, let me show you. We're going to create this card here, and the flowers are one die set. The little pudgy doggy here is another one. And then we've added this fun layering die, and let me show you that. This is the actual pop-up that's coming up. You can see those little extra layers in there, and that's what's going to create our pop-up. Now, what do we need to create this card? We are going to need this flower drop-in that I designed for Sizzix, and this one has flowers on the inside. As the pop-up, we are not using the flowers for the inside for the pop-up, okay? We're using a different die. We are going to use this one. Now, this one looks kind of funny in the picture because, well, it looks beautiful in the picture, but this is what the die looks like by itself, and I'll show you exactly what that die looks like. Look at this. This is the die we're going to use to make those 3 layering pieces that pop up. Now, we're going to take a piece of cardstock. Oh, and we're also using just a handy dandy card base. Easy peasy, A2 in size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 when it's folded. That's the card base. We are going to take this layering die, this drop-in die. We're going to lay it down. Now, this drop-in die, just so you know, is a little smaller than an A2 size card base. Look at my blue card here. That's A2 in size. The white is a little bit smaller all the way around, so you get that layering effect. Then we're going to take this die, this is the pop-up die, and we're going to line up these notches. See how this notch here lines up with that notch, and this line here lines up with this notch there. Just like that. We're going to center it. And then, just for kicks, if you want to, you can add a little tiny bit of washi just to make sure nothing moves. And I'm just going to add a little one there, and then I'm going to add a little one here. Now, of course, I am using my magnetic platform, but sometimes I just want a little extra guarantee that nothing's going to move. So then I'm going to get my extended cutting pad, and we're going to run that through the machine. That's how easy this is. And this is going to create a 3D pop-up card. Run that through. It's the fastest, easiest pop-up card you've ever made. Now, we're going to take this out, and we're going to peel all this up, and I have these fun little strips. They are scored, or where I'm going to fold exactly where I need to do it. So I have one here that I've already done. I'm going to show you how to do it. You're going to take this and you're going to fold it just so those little layers go up like that. So you're going to finger fold them. That's what I like to call it. I'm just going to press on that, press on that one, press on that one, press on these top ones, and just kind of lay it down. Make sure your corners line up, and then when you lift this up, you're going to get that perfect layering piece that pops up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take it to our card, and we're going to add some adhesive. I like to add adhesive just to one side first, so we're going to add it to our white. Don't add it to your blue. Don't add adhesive here, and then put your card down. You know why? You're going to glue your card shut. So always add the adhesive to this side so you make sure that you stay away from those extra holes. So we're going to add adhesive to this one side first, and we're going to lay this in our card. Just like that. We're going to layer it. Remember, it layers, so we're going to make sure that we line this up just right. And then we're going to close the white piece, add adhesive to this, just like that. And then we're going to close this up. But this is, and I'm going to show you this because I almost forgot, but I didn't forget. You thought I did, but I didn't. We have a cute little card here. But what if we added some pattern paper back there to add a little bit extra interest or excitement? So what I have over here is I have a piece of pattern paper that I'm going to add right in here on that fold, and I'm going to fold it down on this. Then I'm going to add adhesive to this. We're going to lay that all down, smush it down. Now look at how we have that fun pattern paper back there. It just adds a little bit more excitement. Can't you tell the difference? It just looks fantastic. So now what we're going to do is we're going to decorate our card. What we have here is we have these fun little layering pieces down here at the bottom. So we're going to add those first because those are the easiest parts. We're going to grab our adhesive, and we're just going to do a strip of adhesive, another strip here, and we're going to lay this down here, just right there. And then we're going to lay this one down just like that, just to add a little bit more fun. And then we're going to tie some ribbon around that in just a minute. But first, what we want to do is we want to decorate the front. Now, I have already stamped my cute little doggy. I need to name this little doggy because it's too darn cute. And so here's it stamped before being colored, and here's it's being stamped after. So what we're going to do after we've colored it, I'm going to use the matching die that matches. I'm going to lay it down. Now, the Sizzix dies are called framelits because you're framing your stamped image. So I'm framing my stamped image just like that. And if you notice, see how it's moving? Watch this. See how it's moving? It's like moving on its own. I'm putting it here and it's moving. It's snapping to a magnet that's on the inside of my magnetic platform. If your smaller dies snap to a magnet, that's okay. Let the die go where it wants and then move your paper. So the die wants to go there, so now I'm just going to move my paper to where the die wants to go. That's going to give me a better magnet source to make sure my die doesn't move. Now, because I have this little tiny die, I do not need to use this big cutting pad. I don't even need to use this size cutting pad. I can use a smaller cutting pad. The smaller the die, the smaller the cutting pad. I'm going to lay that down and I'm just going to run this little guy through. Easy peasy. Now look at this. Now, can you get any cuter than that? That is adorable. So we're going to add this little guy to the inside of our card. We're just going to add a little bit of adhesive to him, and we're going to add him, let me show you. We're going to add him right here in the center, just like that. Then we're going to go around him and add some beautiful flowers. Now, I've already die cut some flowers and decorated them. All came in this kit that we used for the outer frame. So we're going to add a whole bunch of these fun little flowers. And I've also included this fun hello. So the hello is going to go up here at the top near one of the flowers. And I like to just play and have fun with these flowers. I put them anywhere and everywhere I can. We've also added some fun epoxy dots to them, just to add another little extra embellishment or something fun like that. These have their little high heels on the little foam tape. So we're going to add that, dress it up a little bit. We're going to add our cute little hello. And then we're just going to add some flowers. So let's add some adhesive to this. I'm going to add it to my card right there. And then I'm going to add this big flower right above my little doggy. And then we're going to add another one over here. So let's add this one right here. Now, I like to make sure that I can still close my card. That one's going to poke out a little tiny bit. That's okay. I can just use a bigger envelope. So we're just going to lay that down right there and add that one in the background. And we got to add some orange flowers in there. So we're going to peel these off. Now, I've added Sizzix adhesive to the back of these, smaller ones, so it makes it much easier to adhere them. So that one, let's add this one right here. I can't put it on here. Why can't I do that? Because it has sticky all on the back, and when I close it up, what's going to happen? I'm going to glue my card shut. So I need to put it on the back right here. We'll just add it right there. And then this one has adhesive on the back, so we're just going to take off a little bit of the adhesive. Here's a fun trick. We're just going to take off a little bit of the sheet. We're going to leave some of the sheet on. So I'm only going to have it sticky here, and then I can add that right there. See how I did that? So now it won't glue my card shut. Again, we're going to do the same thing over here. We're just going to peel off just a little bit. And we're going to add that little guy right there. Look at how fun this little guy is. I want to take this little puppy home. And then to finish this one off, let's add one more over here. Again, we're just going to tear off a little bit of the adhesive and add that one right there. Now we're going to finish this guy off with our fun ribbon. And I think I'm just going to tie a knot on this one. So I'm going to bring it around. And we're going to tie a simple little knot right here in the corner. Now, if you're afraid of bows, knots are a great alternative because knots are not nearly as scary as bows. And look at that. Perfect. We're going to just give it a little trim here and a little trim here. And we have the easiest, best looking pop-up card you've ever made, right? Look at how fun that is. We're going to decorate the front and we are going to go to town with this fun pop-up card. Thanks so much and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more from Scrapbook.com, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a message. Happy crafting!